Every single day.
My eyes. It burns.
Ooh, got her sweating like a sinner in church. Ooh, damn.
Good morning, Navajo Nation and Native American people. Happy Indigenous Day. Happy Indigenous Month. I appreciate all of y'all being here. Thank you for coming on this very exciting episode of RezRootz. As of today, we have our special guest, Karen Begay. And we have Kyon. Yazi, right?
Yeah.
And he just dropped his phone.
Nice.
So, we are very excited today. I am excited and privileged to host this event. And today, we are doing, I don't know if you guys know this show, but it's called Hot Ones. Mm-hmm. And it's basically a guy interviewing celebrities. And as they do so, they eat wings. But every single questions that they do, they level up on their hotness of the sauces. So, we're going to be doing our own version of it. So, today's episode is called Rez Wingz. So, welcome to Rez Wingz, everybody.
Rez Wingz.
As we all know, me coming from the Navajo Nation, Karen also as well, and Kyon as well from Indian Wells. So,
Brett Springs.
Brett Springs.
Yeah.
There we go. And Sheet Springs. So, Brett Springs, Sheet Springs. Okay, so today, as you guys can see, you guys got wings in front of you. We also have carrots and celery for your enjoyment. And just in case, bottle of water. And I also have my energy drink ready to go. So today, we got a whole line of sauces, all from Melinda's. And so, I also forgot to introduce you guys. If you guys would you like to say hi, Karen?
Yeah. Okay, as you all know, you already know me. I have been on RezRootz before, and I'm one of the RezRootz members. So yeah, hello again.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, my name is Kyon Yazi. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Thank you so much. So the very first sauce that I got for you guys, it's going to be just it's more of like a sauce, no hotness to it. It's called green sauce. Right. So what you guys want to do is just dab a little bit on your wing, just as so.
But what if you don't want to dab? What if you want the whole bottle?
Yeah, and then as you guys put the sauces on, the way this episode works today is that we put the sauce onto the wing, we take a bite out of it, and once we take a bite and go through with the sauce, we then go through the question. So every single question, the heatness gets higher and higher. So if you guys want, we can take a bite.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's cold.
All right, so the first question I got for you guys, if you guys don't know, our topic for today is inspiration. So the first question I got for you guys is, what first sparked your interest in your respective talents or fields? What was that first spark in your life?
I think for me, it was probably just music.
Getting more.
I don't really actually have a lot of inspirations with music. My first song was Johnny Cash, and that was cool. I'm like, wow. I really liked I do have an inspiration. Probably my dad, because my dad was the one who gave me my guitar. Because the guitar I have, it used to be my grandpa's, and he gave it to my dad, and my dad gave it to me. And yeah, my dad used to play a lot, and he doesn't really do it anymore. But yeah, he's like the only person I can really think of. Yeah, and Jimi Hendrix.
Nice.
I know I was so obsessed with Jimi Hendrix. I thought he was the coolest guy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kyle?
So I play the piano at my church, and I help lead worship. So my inspiration in my music was my aunt. She played piano, and she was the one who sparked the interest for me to learn how to play the piano. And for singing, I don't know, we just grew up singing in my family. Our dad was mainly the song leader. So, yeah. But other musical inspiration artists, or however you want to call it. Mm-hmm. That's hard.
Well, I do have questions that leads to people in your life, so we can save that for that question. Cool. For me, what first sparked my interest was seeing the type of people in my life, my cousins and my friends that were really into technology. It's because my interest is, videography, anything that involves with tech. That really caught my attention with how in mass the technological advances we made from the first Nokia phone to now our iPhones and our Samsung phones, and I just really love the heck out of that. Yeah. So our next question, we're gonna head up the next sauce. Karen, would you be happy to introduce the sauce?
I don't know. Can you see it? Sorry, my hands are pink because I helped dye someone's hair, so don't mind that. This is the sauce.
You can read the sauce.
Belinda's Thai sweet chili sauce.
All right. So this one is the next level of heatness. This one, if I read correctly, has a little bit of tang, a whole lot of flavor. That's about it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm gonna take a first bite, and as I'm done with that, I'll ask you guys your question. Sweet. Yeah, just a tiny bit. So my question for you guys is...
Oh, wait, I didn't even get a bite yet.
Oh, that's why I'm asking the question first. So the question I have for you two, as you're enjoying your wing, is can you share a specific moment or experience that served as a turning point in your creative journey?
This is actually a negative turning point, but soon the Lord brought it back. After COVID, so before COVID, I was really into guitar and everything. I was going to New Mexico State for classical guitar, and that was something I was really looking forward to. And I even wanted to pursue classical guitar in college as it being my major, like music being my major. But then COVID hit, and all inspiration was gone. So when I came to IBC here, I had no interest in playing guitar or playing on a worship team or doing anything like that. It's not something I wanted to do just because that inspiration was gone. So yeah, I think my second year, again, this is a positive. I was asked to join the worship team here at IBC. Now I play the bass. So I was doing that, but only because they wanted me to. My heart wasn't really in it until near the end of the year. But yeah, so 2020 to 2022 was some pretty big stuff going on with my music talent. So yeah.
Gotcha. Nice. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, this Thai chili sauce is not doing it for me. Like, when are we going to get to the hot stuff?
Don't worry, we'll get
But
there.
anyway, what was the question again?
Can you share a specific moment or experience that served as a turning point in your creative journey?
I think when I was younger, I used to sketch, and in those ways, I guess it's coming back slowly. So yeah, there's artistic quality about me. I'm not as professional or any good, but it's just like simple sketch scratches is what's coming back. I mean, find creativity in Canva.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Canva is an amazing app.
For real. It's so good. Yes.
So I would say for myself, it would have to be, man, I had to say there's so many, but the one major one that was a turning point in my creative journey was most likely Broken Arrow Bible Ranch. They were the first ones that gave me that opportunity to show off my skills, show off what I got. And it gave me the opportunity to show what I have learned over the past years. And, like they say, your very first is not that great. But as you continue it, you grow in more in your skills and what you do and what you learn. And so for me, that was my turning point because I saw myself go up ever since then. So yeah. So the next sauce, Kyon, would you be interested in showing us the next sauce?
Ooh. All right. This one is Melinda's Louisiana red cayenne hot sauce.
Cayenne.
Yeah,
Presenting
it's-
Kyon.
Yeah,
Yes.
cayenne presenting the cayenne hot sauce.
Nice. Cool.
All right.
So I'll ask you guys the question, and it'll give you time to just think about it really quick. So number 3 is, who are some of the individuals that have inspired you the most, and how have they influenced your work?
I did not hear the question. I just saw the hot sauce.
Who are some of the individuals that have inspired you the most, and how have they influenced your work?
Okay. Well, I already kind of answered this. But you know what? Forget Jimi Hendrix. Wrong inspiration. That guy is cool musician, but bad ethics. So scratch that. Forget that guy. Okay, so if I had to choose my inspirations now, again, my dad. He's pretty cool when he would play. Probably this one, as I was thinking about it more, is my high school classical guitar teacher. His name was Liam Murphy. Yeah,
Oh,
Mr.
nice.
Murphy. He was so cool, man. He was pushing me to learn, and he really challenged me. And yeah, he saw my talent, and I thought that was so cool. Because
Nice.
no one really believed in that. Believed I could do that. And yeah, I think just those two.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kyle?
I'm just here for the hot wings. I didn't hear the question again.
The third time. Who are some of the individuals that have inspired you the most, and how have they influenced your work?
I don't know. Let's see. It's so hard. I can't even think of one. I guess any individual. I guess in creativity, it would probably be my uncle, because he can like create artwork that is just phenomenal. And he was the one who showed me a lot of techniques, but I never picked up on any of them. But he was the, just how he, took his creativity to so many different levels in his artwork. And the sad thing is like at the time he was like dealing with cocaine and at one point meth. But like sadly, like under that influence, I mean, he like did crazy artwork, but it kind of shows like how creative the mind can be, like laying aside the drugs. But I mean, he really gave me a lot of inspiration of, not letting something like that go to waste, but picking up on it and seeing how you can perfect yourself in that.
Gotcha. Thank you. For me, for the individuals that inspired me, I have to say was one of my cousins. He lived in right next to Shanto, Arizona. And I forgot his name. It's terrible. But the friend I do remember, his name is Delbert. And his cousin, from my cousin, he was the one that got us into, was the one that did, like, I acted in the actual video.
Dang.
Like, so imagine us doing airsoft in the mountains of the Black Mesa Mountains and those trees and everything. And we're making a video of, like, our own quote unquote like fights, and it was fun as heck. And there was one scene where I had to fight another dude, and we did like a whole cinematic shot where like I had to hold up a knife like away while the guy was trying to go down, and I felt like heroic as heck. But when I think about it, I probably didn't look that great on camera. But in that moment, it gave me the inspiration to keep going, because honestly with YouTube, I have so many creators I am subscribed to, and I love watching their videos, because you see where, I mean, Hollywood, yeah, they have really big stuff, but these individuals, they're just in their house and they do so much and they make so much creativity, and it's like, man, I want to do that too. So
that is crazy. Like with TikToks, have you seen cinematic TikToks? Those guys be They be doing some crazy stuff in the fridge.
With the fridge?
Yeah, there's like this one guy, he's just saying like, oh, just keep creating, just create. And he takes like this one video. It takes him maybe 12 shots, but finally he gets the one that he wants and it looks super good.
Nice.
Like, wow. Yes.
Yeah, it's surprising how like we're getting to that point where everybody just has a camera now.
Mm.
So the next sauce I got for you guys is the Mexicana, and as you can see, there's 2 out of 6 flames. We're getting up there. I know we're taking some time. I didn't realize it was gonna take this long, but we're getting there, people. Don't worry. We're getting to the hot stuff. So the number 4 question that I got for you guys is, how do you stay motivated and inspired on a daily basis?
Can I say it again?
Keep looking at the hot side.
I can't help it. Like adult ADHD.
Wow, it actually has more of a tang.
All right, I'm ready.
How do you stay motivated and inspired on a daily basis? I would say for me,
You're asking the wrong person.
I would say for me, like I said, YouTube. I'm a big fan of YouTube. I rarely watch movies. When I do, it has to be a good time, I guess you could say. But, you know, YouTube is what gets me motivated, inspired within what I do when it comes to cinematography and such. And the thing is, I just forgot to specify, is I love cooking as well. So what motivates me on a daily basis is how I'm seeing the joy that you bring to people when you bring them food, of them saying, oh my gosh, this is so delicious. And then with videos too, with like, you know, after all the hard work you put in and people letting you know like, hey, like this is great. I also enjoy their constructive feedback and like, you know, because we're all building up and learning. So when I see that there's people willing to put in the effort to tell me what I need to improve or what I'm doing great at, and also the joy I'm bringing to them, that's what I think I would like to say keeps me motivated, inspired on a daily basis.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Let's see. I think something I had to learn was to seek my inspiration from the Lord. I know that sounds cliche, I know. But this is very true. I took a class. I don't even remember what it was called. Creative Ministry Methods, and it's led by one of the instructors named Martha Gushee. And we read this book called, what is it called? Heart of the Artist. And basically it talks about the struggles from anyone who has artistic, what do you call it? I guess talents, styles. It talks about, you know, painting, music, photography, artwork. And yeah, there's just a lot of stuff in there. But something I really struggled with, again, when I came here was something I didn't want to do music at all. So during that class, it really pushed me to really see why I should do it and why the Lord gave me that gift. Because, yeah, if I don't use the gift the Lord gave me, then He's going to take it. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that. So it's out of fear of the Lord because I know He can do that. And, yeah, sometimes I don't like being able to play music. But, yeah, the Lord gave me that for a reason. And yeah, He's given me so many opportunities from that, from leading like a worship team here for one of our MIT trips to being able to sing during one of our chapels. And yeah, they're really small opportunities, but it's really fun. I like playing. I get really nervous sometimes, but yeah, I think just seeing what the Lord can do with what He has given me, that's probably my biggest inspiration right now.
Nice.
Yes.
Kyon?
Oh, so I am not the epitome of motivation. Okay. It takes a lot to get me inspired to do something. And it takes like weeks for me to drag myself to actually do it. But I don't know. I guess working out in the morning. Well, before that, just coming off what Karen said, you know, coming to the Word of God in the morning and spending that time in relationship with God. And then, you know, from that, moving on to physical activities. So that's where, you know, my working out comes in. And, you know, having those two complement each other's. And that's where I get my motivation from. I really don't have any motivators or anyone to inspire. It's like, it has to be me and God. So basically, God is my motivator and the one who inspires me.
Yeah.
So
No, I like that. I like the true honesty. I would appreciate that more
I
than
mean, some have their parents and some have yeah, it's like when you grew up like I did, it's like, yeah, it's kind of hard to have that kind of motivation.
No, it's understandable. And I'm pretty sure many people out there relate to you. So, you know, I appreciate you for your
And if anybody else out there wants to know, you know, Mexicana is still not doing it.
it's still not doing it, honestly.
No, I'm ready.
Barely. I'm just like, let's get to this real stuff.
All right.
So,
Let me taste God's wrath.
so the next one is called a black truffle hot sauce. Still 2 out of 6. I mean, 2 out of 5. So I'm hoping for more of a tang on this. So I'll get this started. And as I'm doing so, I will ask you guys the next question. I have here, are there any books or movies or other forms of media that has a significant impact on your creative process?
So I actually have a really quick answer for this. So for music, I love listening to music. It's such a big part of my life. Like even just listening to, so I have Apple Music, all because the quality on there is so great. Because I have these awesome like Beat Fit Pro earbuds, and yeah, it's just so good. I like the way it sounds, and yeah, so all the artists that are available on there, it's really cool because I want to be able to do that. And when it comes to, I realize I really do like graphic design, and yeah, I like seeing what other people have done. So sometimes I'll just scroll on Instagram, or I'll look to, you know, Google. I'll look at different stuff. But yeah, graphic, because I get to do that for admission since I'm one of the admission counselors, and I get to do it for I get to do it as part of being vice president of student council for like our food sales and everything. Yeah, it's super good, super great.
Yeah, that's what I get for eating early. No, I'm sorry, but this truffle, not it. I'm sorry.
I'm really scared.
It's actually not hot. I think it's just the flavor he's dealing with. The black truffle, as you guys can see right there. We got hot already with the trash can.
Yeah, too bad. I already swallowed.
Yeah, that one was an interesting taste. I will say that. Let's see. It says
No, like, for me, I'm very particular about. No. Nope. That ain't it. But. Sorry, but repeat the question.
So, are there any books, movies, or other forms of media that has been a significant impact on your creative process?
Ooh. So, as a Christian, I'm gonna say this, but if any books mostly, and if those books, you know, revolve around magic, I'm not a Harry Potter fan. Didn't, because I grew up in that church and family that, you know, saw Harry Potter as demonic. And so I didn't get that opportunity, but I did read Lord of the Rings. That one was epic. But there's these young adult books called the Bartimaeus Trilogy.
Oh, wow.
And I always think about that book. I don't know how many times I've read it in high school, junior high. But I think, you know, just the world that the characters in that trilogy, you know, brought out the main character. And because, you know, in the book it deals with, you know, a magician who has access to demons, and he can like use them to manipulate these magical phenomenon, sort of things.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've read it, so I'm trying to get my thoughts around it. But, you know, just that whole creative world that not the artist, but the writer himself, you know, brought out, really, you know, challenged that creativity, and not just in music but in writing too, because writing is also an area where I really, you know, let myself out in that.
Gotcha. That's cool. I never heard of that book myself, so I think that will be something for everybody to check out. For me, my other forms of media will have to be action, like racing, rally racing, sports, all those good things, like things that gets up and close and personal. Like if you check out the GoPro YouTube channels or their GoPro channel on TV, it's like loads of amazing stuff that just gets that like my adrenaline. I can't say that word. Adrenaline. Yes. It gets my adrenaline going, and I'm just like, man, I want to do that. I want to be right up there, up in the action, just completely filming whatever they're doing. And I find that, truly has an impact in my creative process, because you just want to be up there, up close and personal, to feel the action, to show people that you make videos for, like, here's how it goes, and just feel the immersive, make them feel like they're there as well. That's what I love.
I know last week I talked about my Instagram reel that I had, the Instagram reel ministry I had, but I kind of find in Canva that I use to create those reels, there are already, preset reels and Instagram posts with already like the art designs prepared. So it's like, I don't create those on my own. They're like already preset from Canva.
So it could be a motivator.
Yeah, in a way. If you want to say it that way.
Cool. Well, Karen, would you be happy to introduce us to the next one?
Yes, I can. All right, here we go.
How many flames?
She's ready.
Please, there's nothing happening.
This is a third flame. Look at that. So I'm so ready. This is Melinda's habanero honey mustard.
Ooh, honey mustard.
Yes.
I'm actually not a fan of mustard, so I'm not looking forward to this.
I love honey mustard. It's good stuff. Okay.
I prefer it with chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Chicken nuggets? Chicken nuggets, I love the tangy buffalo sauce.
Really?
Yeah, the buffalo. It's so good.
Every time I go to McDonald's, that's what I get it with. But it's not honey mustard. Well, anyway, it's hot mustard.
I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this sauce. I'm just gonna be straight up and honest. All I just taste is mustard, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
The tang is there.
So my reaction right now is not the same as the truffle.
My tongue is actually burning.
I like that.
Yeah.
But I don't like the taste.
I don't like the taste either.
Sorry, Melinda.
By the way, in the comment section, let us know what is your favorite McDonald's barbecue sauce or chicken nugget sauce. Mine is I forgot what it was called. Buffalo. Spicy buffalo. Yeah, so let us know in the comments below.
This does not taste like honey mustard.
It does not. It does not.
It tastes so gross.
I like the spice. I'll say that much.
I know. No. I finally feel something.
Hold up. Wait.
So while you guys are dealing with that, I'll ask you guys the next question. And if you guys don't mind, I'll answer first, and then you guys will go next. So can you talk about a project or achievement that was particularly inspired or influenced by someone or something in your life? For me, when it comes to cooking, I have to say it has to be my mom. My mom was the one that inspired me to get to cook. Because when I was a kid, little did you guys know, my first thing I learned was French toast. And I almost burned the house down.
Oh, no.
And yeah, I just everybody not across the road, just a little sidewalk to my auntie's house. I was like, Auntie, Ella. I was all like, the stove's on fire.
Oh.
So she came over and extinguished the flame, and what she did, she just turned off the burners, and that was it.
Oh.
But my mom has definitely cooked amazing dishes, and she honestly, like, we would like be at home when I was a kid growing up, like there would be nothing in the fridge, and somehow she makes like amazing stew just out of anything that she found in the house, So she definitely inspired my cooking in order to continue that, because the joy she brought to me, I want to give it to others. And then also, I kind of get Kyon's perspective now. What was the question? Okay, sorry.
I'm drinking.
I thought it would be better to give him the questions.
That's funny.
Particularly inspired or influenced by someone in something in your life. Yeah. And then for that, with my technical side, especially with like my cousin Brian was the one that taught me everything I know when it comes to technology, especially like cut this part out. I almost said hacking and pirating.
Wow.
So cut this part out.
Leave it in there.
He was the one that taught me everything when it came to my technology side, because also in my middle school, they put me in this thing called tech class. And every week you would have to do a different project, and in that class is where I learned web designing, video editing, cinematography, robotics. I did all these amazing things, and I loved every single second of that class. That was my 7th period. So like if I was having such a bad day with my bullying and everything, I was always just like, look forward to the 7th hour. Just look forward to the 7th hour. Then I can finally be at peace with my tech class, you know? So that was honestly one of my motivators in middle school. But there's also another motivation that God played into my life at that point too. So yeah, influenced by my cousin, definitely, by my teacher, amazing tech teacher, by the way. And yeah, my mom for cooking. Yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm sorry you got bullied. I really don't like it when people get bullied. Like, no, it makes me really sad.
You'll be even more sad to find out I was a bully.
That is why I feel sad.
Yeah. Made little kids like Emmanuel cry when I was in high school.
He still makes me cry. Just kidding.
He's really your mentor.
It's spiritual formation.
He's my mentor, so it's his job to make me cry.
No.
Not on purpose. You do that on yourself.
But amen to that. I was able to get through my emotions, and I appreciate for your help as my mentor.
Yay.
Put another hot sauce on it.
Right. So I was laughing as I was thinking about how to answer this question because, so not a lot of people know this, but I used to write songs a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I did. I was, I really like the singer-songwriter idea. So there's this one song, oh my gosh. I'm like, why did I do this? I mean, granted, I still remember it, but I wrote a song about this guy that I liked and that I was dating at the time.
Were you in junior high?
No, I was in high school.
Oh, pretty close, pretty close.
Makes sense. Inspired by Cheetah Girls.
Hey.
And I'm like, so cringe. Granted, that was like the first relationship I had. So I'm like, it was kind of lame. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah, so.
Do you still have the lyrics?
Just on the back end of her phone.
I do have it. It's in, because I keep all of my journals that I have. Because I have one that was meant for songs and everything. So.
Nice.
It's sitting in my room in a box with dust on it. Never
Gotcha.
to be
Here
pulled out.
or over there?
Here. I'm not leaving that there. I can't show them with that.
Shapeshifters be creeping.
Hey, yeah. Well, thank you for sharing.
Karen
you.
wrote songs. I feel like we all did that because I remember doing that. But not over someone. It was just like, I want to try it.
Mine wasn't even original. It was just a rephrase from do you want to build a snowman to do you want to clean the cabin? And it was terrible. I cringe at the fact that I did
Do you want to
that.
clean the cabin?
I used to sing it to my campers.
Do you want to wash the dishes?
I thought it was a good idea, but
Do
when I
you
look
want to
back,
mop the floors?
Sing it right now. Sing it right now.
do you want to clean the cabin? Maybe sweep and mop the floors. Maybe wash the mirrors on the walls, because they are filled with kisses of your dreams.
Right.
Do you want to clean the cabin?
I hate the fact I know the lyrics so well.
Okay,
Okay,
we're
Kyon,
going to move on from this.
Answer the question, Kyon.
All right. An achievement, I guess you could say, just to answer the question, back in 2014, I graduated with my associates, and I probably wouldn't have been able to do that had not I gone to college with my sister at the time. And she was the one who really was my motivator, who, you know, inspired me to push on, because like if I've been doing it on my own, I probably would have quit a long time ago. But, you know, just to have someone there to, like, you know, who's learning right alongside you, and we both were in two different academic fields learning, you know, that presence, having her there, you know, was the motivation for me to achieve that in my life. So I have an associate's of business management accounting.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's actually cool. I tend to forget you were in that position before. Well, Kyle, would you like to introduce us the next hot sauce?
Our next hot sauce is Melinda's Original Habanero Extra Pepper Hot Sauce, 3 flames.
Ooh.
So, burn that.
So if you guys are wondering why you're hearing a lot of Melinda's lately, it's because this came in a packed twit of 10 different types of hot sauces.
It's not the original Hot Ones hot sauces,
Yeah.
but
So
it'll work.
So,
Any hot sauce will do.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's just that I'm kind of like, come on, let's get to the real stuff. I'm in the same boat with you guys. Like, we gotta get this guy.
Do I wait?
We got.
Do I eat?
Oh no, you can eat. Yeah, you can
Are you
eat.
sure?
Yes, I am sure. What is this called again? Extra hot pepper
Ooh,
sauce.
I like that. Ooh. Tangy. Ooh. Golly.
Oh wow, that just hits.
Okay, Melinda. You're claiming it.
My face is actually getting hot.
I'm a fan of spice, so this isn't hot to me yet. I'm waiting for level 5.
Level 5.
Yeah, same boat with Karen. I love spice.
So,
I judge every restaurant by their hot sauce.
So, as you guys know, we're at Indian Bible College, where we're learning within biblical points of view, especially through the Word of God. So, sorry, I'm actually going through with the spices. I'm actually sensitive to the spices. I love hot stuff, but I am sensitive. So, the question I have for you guys is, has the Bible played a role in your inspiring creative or personal journey? If so, how?
Yes. So you know how the Psalms are written in, like, they're supposed to be songs?
Mm-hmm.
So for a class, I had to write a song, like a psalm, and sing it. And man, I sang that once in chapel, and I totally forgot my own melody. I forgot the words. So it was a train wreck. But it was really cool to have to write a song out of a psalm. Well, make my own psalm and sing it as a song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Ooh. I don't know how to answer this question. Oh. But, okay, so I don't know if the Bible had any influence on my creative journey, because I don't know. But when I think about my personal journey, I feel like when I go through certain situations, everybody, goes to like, oh, David and Goliath and all of this. It's like, no, I would rather look to the person with the real issues. Sometimes like Abraham, when he lied about his wife being his sister, and stuff like that,
Yeah.
or Jacob and his 4 wives. It's like, I look to those kind of trauma.
Wow.
But I think Jacob himself is what I look to for, maybe not an inspiration in a way, to not be in that situation. Because one thing that stands out in the life of Jacob is when he came back from the land of Haran to meet his brother Esau. They, reconcile. And Esau invites Jacob to come to the land of Edom to, just dwell with him and be with him and restore the brotherhood that they both have. That was Esau's intention. But when you read it carefully, Jacob lets Esau go, and Jacob turns the other way and goes back to his dad.
Oh.
How messed up is that? You see, that just paints, for me personally, it paints a perfect picture of how valuable a relationship is, whether it be with your brother, your sister, your family members, or with your friends. And so that's where, those sort of situations in the Bible, lend support to a lot of motivation to better and overcome, certain negative characteristics.
Oh, wow. Dang, that got really deep, and I really like that. Thank you so much.
It's the hot sauce.
It's
Melinda.
Melinda. So, I will agree with you. I couldn't think of anything on creative point of view. But personal, yes, because, in my times, like I said, when I was bullied, the Bible played a role in my life. Especially with, I could do all things through Christ who straightens me. Like, if you really look at the full context, it's a whole different point of view. But in that time of my struggle, and especially being in youth group at that time, I remember just hearing that verse, and it took a grasp on me. That was probably my turning point too. Like, man, I know I have it rough right now, but maybe God's not a bad idea. So for me, that definitely took a role on me and pushed me to get going. And I was able to finish middle school. And and of course, it took me like 6 to 7 years to finish high school. But I'm so glad I finally got it done. And it's funny because now that I finished high school, I was able to finally attend IBC. Yeah. So, yeah, the Bible has definitely played a role in inspiring. Like you said, not creatively, but personally, that's for sure. So the next sauce we're finally to flame number 4, is the fire roasted garlic and habanero. And man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm trying to hurry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry for the hold up. Here you go.
Ooh.
All right, so I'm gonna take a bite. Camera's on my face.
What? This?
I don't think I grabbed enough hot sauce. Oh. No, it's kicking in now.
Okay, what are we on? Question 8?
So let me bathe this.
I'll read it. What advice do you have for listeners who are seeking to find their own sources of inspiration?
You guys are just going to hear that now. So, my advice for listeners who are seeking to find inspiration, if you're like me and you love making videos, you love the idea, the creative mindset behind it, I would honestly say YouTube would be a great source to find your inspiration. Find some small collaborators, find some small creative people. Like my favorites are Mark Roberg, Rocket Jump, Corridor Crew. There's so many out there, especially animation videos like Odd Ones Out, Jaden's Animations. I love the idea they put into their videos, the effort and the time they put into it to make it loving, amazing, and yet so interesting to keep your attention. So my advice for you guys that are in that same area as me is to find people in that area and on YouTube. You definitely find some good stuff, and they actually share a lot of good knowledge of how to do certain things. That's how I learned a lot of things I do in my life now. All thanks to YouTube. Amen for that. So nice. That would be my advice.
I think for music, it would just be listening to different artists and trying to find your own style. Even with the worship leaders here, each of them have their own styles and the way they do things. I have the way I do things. But yeah, I'm still learning too. It's not like my style is set. So yeah, just listen around, find some artists and see how they do their techniques and everything. So yep.
So that was cute, Melinda. It's all right. For the Instagram reel, I find like my inspiration, what I encourage is, something that matches, your, how do you say it? I don't even know the words for it. It's like your aesthetics, whatever your interests are, let that, how these other creators, what they're using, how they're utilizing certain reels and stuff. Ooh, excuse me. I'm getting burpy right now. But kind of like the same thing as Karen, don't just confine yourself to one creative artist. Observe how other artists are working in their creativity, and let that also inspire you to consider, certain things that you need to change about what you're creating in your projects, and let that expand further than just, than just sitting in ignorance and not branching out into other creative fields. Yeah, that's all I got.
Nice.
Cool. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
So, last but not least, we're finally to our last sauce.
The ghost pepper.
The ghost pepper. We're finally here. So, the anticipated wait. I'm actually, you know what? Screw it. I'm putting like a whole bunch on my wing.
I'm scared.
I wanted to feel the Holy Spirit in me right now, because our next question all involves with the Bible of saying, can you recommend any specific passages or stories from the Bible that you can believe that can offer inspiration to our listeners out there? So I'm gonna take a bite. and let the Holy Spirit do His thing.
Okay. I'll answer really quick. Mine is John 3, verse...
Wait. You gotta eat your wing first.
What?
Yes.
Okay. Where's your
Oh,
meat?
boy. Is it just me? Or is there barely any spice to that?
Yeah, there's no spice. Alright, anyway. Continuing. John 3...
That's what I'm doing.
John 3, verse 30. He must increase, but I must decrease. And I say that because as a musician, it's so easy to get focused on yourself. To say, like, I have to perform well, I have to make sure I sound good. Am I leading right? Am I following right? And it's just kind of taking the eyes off of yourself and putting the eyes on the Savior of who you're singing for, who you're worshiping. So yeah, he must increase, but I must decrease. That's a big one that I have to look at too, because I struggle with it. So yep.
I think I have to have another bite. Okay. Ooh.
That's gross.
The question was, what? I'm sorry.
Can you recommend
I mean-
any specific passages or stories from the Bible that you believe can offer inspiration to our listeners?
Oh, yeah. I was really thinking hard about this one. Isaiah. One passage that does come to mind is Isaiah.
That's good stuff.
Where it highlights Isaiah 43, 18 through 19. Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Yeah.
Nice. Sorry, I am suffering over here. Thank you for sharing. What verse was that again?
Isaiah 43, 18 and 19.
Nice. For me,
That's all right.
the main verse that I always go to, and it's actually my vision statement here at IBC, is 1 Timothy 4:12. Don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and in purity. It's like so encouraging to me that, you know, in this time, Paul was writing this to Timothy, and although it was the very first beginning of the church, very early church, when Timothy was seen as young, I love how Paul's like, don't let them look down on you just because of that. Set an example. And I feel like I want to do that as well, but not just only for my own benefits, but for God's benefit. That's something that I learned deeply within this past semester, and it was hard. God humbled me so hard in order to get where I'm at right now. So I'm really thankful He did that to me. So I don't have any more questions, but I do have one last sauce, because I'm not gonna lie, as much as I'm suffering, I feel like this will make me suffer even more, because like I said, I'm very sensitive. So just for the heck of it, I want you guys to try the Blazing Hot that actually came with the Buffalo Wild Wings, and I know this one is gonna take a punch out of us. And as we come to the conclusion of our episode, and as I take a bite into
Emmanuel's
this,
shaking.
I am shaking. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to take a bite now. Wait.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh, I can feel it. It's already in my throat. I feel like she killed me. Like, oh, what the? I'm actually sweating. Holy cow. So,
This is the Blazer.
this is the Blazing. This is the highest, hottest flavor they got.
Every time I go to B-Dubs, this is the one I get. And I never can get past 2.
So, I'm glad we're finally suffering. I'm not going to lie. I'm not the only one in this now. But as we come to a conclusion of this episode, the reason why we decided to take up this challenge is because the show Hot Ones is what inspired me to take this idea. Hot Ones is actually one of the podcasts I've been watching lately as we started doing the RezRootz, because I enjoy the creative process. I enjoy what they do. So that's how I got this topic idea. Inspiration. It burns. So I'm happy to know that we have things that can help inspire us, that can help motivate us to do the things that we love every single day. But
ooh, got me sweating like a sinner in church. Ooh, man.
So I just want to say that as much as there's many things on here on earth, especially for me, like I said, with YouTube and such, we should always take into account. I'm trying not to laugh. We should always take into account. We should always find the one main dude that will always inspire us, that will always uplift us, and that is the Lord Jesus himself. Throughout anything that we do,
I'm inspired to take more.
Sorry. We should always be looking to him for help and for encouragement.
I'm taking your water.
I'm all trying to be serious. But we should always look to him for anything we need, because he will fulfill it. Anything of this world, like I said, with YouTube and such, there's times where I'm sad and I watch YouTube. Of course, it gives me temporary joy, but throughout it all, God is the only one that will actually give me the true joy, not just world happiness, the true joy of the fruit of the Spirit. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the Lord for that. And I'm sure you guys have been in the same boat as I am. So I thank you guys for joining our episode. I know we were kind of slow at the beginning. I appreciate for those who are still listening to us. If you have reached the end of the episode, comment down below. Let us know. Rez Wingz for the win, because this is definitely taking a toll on me, and I know I'm going to feel it later tonight. So thank you, Kyon. Thank you, Karen, for joining us. If you guys want, we still got extra wings. We still got some hot sauces.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you for joining us. Have a good day and have a good life.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.